Hi Wanderers.
Welcome to Vlogmas. This is
Wildlife Wednesday.
On Wednesdays, we're going to pick one animal from the Black Hills that we have seen since we moved here and spotlight that one animal.
Today's animal is the prairie dog.
There are 5 different species of prairie dog, but the ones that we have here and the ones that you're going to see on this footage are called black-tailed prairie dogs.
So prairie dogs are really cute. Not actually a dog though. They're a rodent.
Which you can tell when you see them.
Yeah.
You're like, that's just a really big rat.
But I mean, one of the reasons that they're called a prairie dog is because, and you can see in a lot of documentaries that they bark when they're alarmed and when they're scared. And so if you go to any of the places, and man, I'll tell you about where we've seen them here in South Dakota, you just pull up and just sit and turn your car off and listen, and they're just barking everywhere.
So that's what we'll do right now is we'll just turn this sound off. We won't be talking, and I'll play you a small clip and you can actually hear them barking.
So the interesting thing is that they're cute.
They're very cute.
They're very cute. They look like they could be pets, but really what they are, and they're considered pests because they tear up the ground, and especially here in South Dakota, with a lot of farmers and ranchers, they're a big danger to livestock, especially horses, because they'll step in their holes, they'll break their legs. So as cute as they are, as great as they are to look at, not exactly a favorite animal of farmers.
Right, and they were on an endangered list early in the late 1900s and the early 2000s, but they were removed from that list because there were actually numbers higher than they thought they were. And part of that is that the state parks in the area have special places for them, like prairie dog villages, I guess you could call it.
Yeah.
And so we've seen them here in South Dakota, specifically at Custer. There are a lot in the state park and a few different areas. If you go to the Badlands National Park, there's a specific area there where they have all the prairie dogs. There's even a thing right outside of the park where you can pay to feed the prairie dogs, and those are, I don't want to call them tame prairie dogs, but they definitely are not the rabies carrying prairie dogs that are in the parks.
And certainly less skittish.
Right, and the ones in the parks, there are signs everywhere that are like, please don't feed the prairie dogs. And they are very skittish, as Ron said. You can drive up and they'll run away. But if you go slowly enough and you roll your windows down and just sit for a minute, they come out of every little hole that you can see in the ground. And we've also seen them at Devil's Tower Monument in Wyoming also, and they have like a dedicated area that is just for their prairie dogs, and they're really cute, especially if you go in the springtime when all the babies are born and you have all these little tiny prairie dogs running around. It's very cute.
We're not getting one.
No, that's okay. I don't want to take care of one.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed the Wildlife Wednesdays. This is the last one, but thank you for joining us for Vlogmas.
Merry Christmas!